On this week's episode, ladies and gentlemen, we drink our first brown ale, Salted Caramel Pecan Imperial Brown Ale, and it is from Lazy Magnolia Brewery out in Mississippi. We also go through if an orangutan got in a fight with us with a monkey wrench. We go over alien invasion and also the new James Webb telescope pictures. Enjoy the episode. You ready?
That sounds familiar.
Well, I'm ready. I got to tell you, I was excited when you showed me this a couple weeks ago because I like caramel, I like pecans, and I like beer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully this is a surefire thing. Imperial Brown Ale, brewed with pecans and natural flavors. 9%. So,
Sold.
So where's this thing from? And then I will get into what a brown ale is.
So this is from the Lazy Magnolia from Kiln, Mississippi. And it looks like they were started in 2005. So they've been around for a little while.
Yeah, that's pretty OG for the craft beer world.
Yeah.
I think there's some randos in the 90s, but early 2000s is OG.
I like this. It says, best served poured in a sniffer style glass to push the scents to the extreme. Ooh. Or straight from the can. So I'm going straight from the can.
I'll pour it out just so we can see what it looks like.
Okay.
So I looked up brown ale. Brown ale is a style of beer with a dark amber or brown color. Who knew? The term was first used in London brewers in the 17th century to describe their products such as mild ale, though the term has rather different meanings today. 18th century brown ales were lightly hopped and brewed from 100% brown malt. So they're supposed to be more malty. That's what a brown ale is.
So obviously the color's coming from the malt itself.
Yeah, dark colored, medium to low bodied brew that is typically more malt than hops, which the reason why I'm probably more towards the IPA. I like the hops, so these aren't always my favorite, but I'm excited to try it. But yeah, I always wondered what a brown ale was. I've had them, and it's just like, oh, it's a beer.
Right.
Now we know.
Salted Caramel Pecan.
Okay.
Sounds just like a praline.
It sounds just like something I want to eat, like ice cream.
Boy, you make an ice cream float with this one. If this son bitch is good, you throw some vanilla ice cream in there.
Well, first off, it's 16 ounces. I'm a fan of the 16-ounce can. If you're making 12-ounce cans, you're lame. What does it say on it? Did you read that whole thing on there?
No, I just read the bottom. So
that's a lot of shit on there.
Yeah.
You don't have to read that. Well, you can if you want.
You read that right. Sweet and salty caramel meets a big nutty roasted imperial pecan ale. We're always working on the next nutty thing. Blah, 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 blah. Imperial brown ale. Flavors play in a harmony with sweet and savory salted caramel notes.
This sounds like something I'm going to like.
I'm just trying it.
You know what we forgot last week? Or I guess you can tell me what it was. Oh, fuck, dude. This is a beer show. It's a brown ale. It's just a brown ale to me. It's like
you don't taste the caramel?
I do, but it's not like...
I would be highly disappointed.
Yeah.
If it would be sweet as shit like that.
Yeah, I guess
like
that's true.
that praline whiskey.
Yeah.
That I made y'all drink. That
stuff's good.
But it got so much sugar in that shit. When you pull a cap off, you can feel it sticking. You know what I'm saying? That praline
hangover
whiskey.
In a bottle.
Oh yeah. But this, you get just enough flavor to know what it is. But it's not overpowering. It's not very sweet.
The pecan is really sitting there too. I can taste that.
The roasted pecan is very much there.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Let me sit on that. Man, I just want to drink a beer where I take a sip and I'm like, oh, yeah. It's been a while since I've been slapped like that. This is good, but I want to be like blasted.
You want to be tickled.
Yeah. So there's a few things. We didn't talk about our boy Joey Chestnut inhaling a lot of hot dogs on last week's episode. What we should have. The man had a bum leg, so he came out on crutches.
Yeah.
A man came out of the crowd protesting. He put him in a chokehold. And
with a hot dog in his mouth.
With a hot dog in his mouth. And still won the hot dog eating competition.
Yeah.
I just wanted to tip my hat to that man. We don't need to go in depth on that, but I felt like that needed to be recognized on a show like this.
So Joey Chestnut done one, I don't know, in the teens.
Yeah.
However many.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, if Kobayashi was up there, he probably would have karate chopped the old boy. Kobayashi ain't doing that no more.
I thought he was up there.
No, I don't think he could compete
I thought he
no
was
more.
getting blown out of the water.
Nah.
Man, I don't know, dude.
He would have karate chopped that son bitch that
like
come
to
in.
think-
He come out a Darth Vader mask on, huh?
Did he?
He's such a pussy. He can't even go in there and show his own face. He
No,
gotta wear
I
a
saw
mask.
his face on the picture I saw.
All the videos I saw, he had a mask on.
What if they just
Chestnut
edited
just choking him out.
it? He's pounding hot dogs.
Just eating hot dog, got him in a headlock.
I was a proud American that day.
You know the old boy. He's probably a vegetarian.
Yeah, I think that's
Weak
probably what
as
it
fuck.
was.
Yeah.
I just don't think hot dogs is the one thing that you're going to, like, put your flag on, you know? Like, that's pretty crappy. Eating some
Fucking
hooves and
hoofs.
snouts.
Yeah.
Like, I think the hot dogs is probably the ones cleaning up the shit from the other guys.
All the people talk about the snout to tail eating.
Yeah.
You know, we eat everything snout to tail. Yeah, motherfucker, that's a hot dog.
I love hot dogs, man. I'm not going to lie. I eat hot dog any day.
Fuck, we done talked about this. The fucking Lucky Dog on shitty ass fucking Bourbon Street. That's the last fucking hot dog I ever had.
That's a good one.
And I don't plan on eating another one.
Let's move on to something more important.
Kobayashi.
I've been wanting to bring this topic up, and this is where this whole entire thing's going to go off the rails. So just be prepared.
I'm going to contain myself.
Say we're trapped in a room.
Myself.
Say we're trapped in a room,
Uh-huh.
and there's an orangutan dead set on taking you and I out.
Oh, fuck, we did.
He's got a monkey wrench in his hand, too.
We both did.
You don't think we could take him?
Orangutan?
So I firmly believe we're getting our asses whooped. But the guy that I talked to about this, because I brought this up randomly at work, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we could take it." I'm like, "Dude, you don't want to. First off, you don't want this orangutan in a room with you at all."
I'm pretty sure orangutan, pound for pound, is the strongest fucking animal on the planet.
I think the gorilla is. But orangutan is about 180 pounds, I think I looked up. They don't stand very tall, though.
These
They're some
fuckers rip
squatty
people's
things.
arms off.
The orangutan is very docile. The orangutan. I think you're thinking about the monkey.
No, I'm thinking about the fucking orangutan that ripped a fucking woman's face off. That's what I'm thinking about.
But I was like, what if this orangutan figures out how to swing this monkey wrench in a downward motion?
He don't have to.
You are done.
He could just grab you.
And it, yeah.
That's it.
My buddy was like, oh, man, I think I would climb in this shelf, like get way back in there. Like we got some deep shelving there. And he goes, yeah, I'd climb. I was like, dude, that thing's got like a 5-foot long arm. He wants you to climb in there.
He'll take the shells apart and pull you out of it.
I'm glad you feel the same. Dude, just suspend your imagination for a second with me. I don't want to be in a room with an orangutan with a monkey wrench.
No.
I'm glad we feel the same. I thought that might go a little bit longer. I was hoping that you would think we could take him.
No.
When he's...
Have you ever seen...
There's a video online right now of one pulling a man. Like, it's a nonchalant. He grabs the man's shirt and just starts like how you would curl a 5-pound weight. Mm-hmm. Just starts slowly pulling him in. The guy starts pulling back. He just puts his other hand out, grabs him, starts pulling him in. So his buddy starts trying to grab his back, and pull him back from the orangutan.
And now they got two of them
This
going
orangutan sticks his fucking left foot out and grabs another. And so he's got 3 things holding him. He's holding the cage with one foot,
Uh-huh.
and the look on his face.
I got you, motherfucker.
He's not even straining, using like 10% of his strength to just suck in 2 humans, and then he just starts pulling them in, and that's when you realize there ain't no fighting an orangutan. Even if I had the monkey wrench, and that thing had its back turned to me, I would hit him on his coconut-shaped head, and he would probably just shake it off and turn around, and
He'd be like, "Oh no, you just didn't.
Yeah.
you just did."
and I would run. I don't think a monkey can run that fast. Like an orangutan like that, I think their arms are too long. Yeah. But hopefully I'm on a flat ground, flat surface, and I just like
he got you
dead set on
He's
living.
taking your foot out.
Oh man, hopefully that
It'd be
monkey
just-
wrench discombobulates him for like a couple of seconds.
Be just like in Mario Kart and Donkey Kong, whenever you throw a banana, they get you.
Yeah, what if they learned how to throw too, dude? So not only does he have a monkey wrench in his hand, but he knows how to fucking throw. So yeah, you'd start, oh yeah, well fuck, I'm not gonna engage this monkey. Like, no, there's no chance in hell. I'm gonna run. Oh yeah, you gonna run? And he just got this fucking like Brett Favre arm on him and just placks you in the back with a monkey wrench.
You know he could outthrow any football player out there. Second of all, have you ever seen a hairless monkey?
No.
Look that up when you got spare time.
They're diesel, aren't they? They
Yes.
gotta be, yeah.
Yes.
Do.
Yes. And you want to get grabbed by one of these some bitches?
I love the thing about how gorillas don't even train, and they way stronger than us. What the hell is going on?
Fucking animal
They don't
kingdom.
even eat that much. Like, they don't eat that much at all. I could out eat a gorilla right now, and that dude would just pick up a car to get me out from under it.
Just slam you down and knock your head against a few pebbles and you'd be dead.
That's the last thing on this entire planet I would want to fight is a gorilla or some sort of monkey ape
A
thing.
silverback, orangutan,
I saw one in like
nasty ass lions.
I posted a video one day on my Instagram, and it was this like gorilla that was in a enclosure, and the dude was doing a little voiceover to him, so it was hilarious. But he just grabbed one of the monkeys that you and I we couldn't budge this thing. He just grabbed it and threw it like
Get out of
5
here.
feet up. He just threw it, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
How are they so damn strong? And we got to train. They don't train at all.
Animal kingdom, baby.
Wherever the whole evolution split, we got screwed with the bigger brain.
we lost.
Yeah, we took the bigger brain. Like, we know how to make fire. We know
I'll
how to
take
do
the
all these
brain.
things.
No,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
take the brain.
Same.
Yeah.
But they took the muscle portion. Now imagine if the aliens come and we have to fight them. The first thing I'm talking to Elon Musk about is like, hey, dude, we need to somehow figure out how to cross
Take a brain from a human
and put it in a gorilla.
Put it in an orangutan.
Could you imagine the armies we would create with like very super smart gorillas and orangutans?
A bunch of smart ass strong orangutan just going out there and ooh, just pow.
No, they could talk. They don't need to ooh because they got a
I
human
think
brain.
they still ooh and no. I really think they
No. I want my gorillas to ooh. I don't care how smart they are. But yeah, so
be chilling, smoking a cigarette, eating a banana on break. Be like ooh.
yeah,
Yeah.
just building some surplus of weapons to defend us against the armies of alien hordes.
They still throwing rocks though.
No, I would like to think these gorillas with a human brain would build like the same spaceships.
You think it would be like that Planet of the Apes shit?
That's what I'm getting at.
Which I've never saw none
Dude,
of them.
that-
Even the originals, I never saw them either.
The new one. Now, I haven't seen the newest of the new. Like, I think it's the third in the trilogy. But man, the first two, if a monkey discovers fire, we're done, dude. Like, I know we got guns and stuff, but if they're just secretly in the forest right now training and we don't know, say, like, I think some of them figured out, like, made it into the Stone Age. They caught them fucking throwing rocks at shit and killing stuff with rocks, or like using them as tools. The monkeys hit the Stone Age. You know what's after that? You and I are done for.
I think the Industrial Age came after the Stone Age, huh?
I don't know the ages. What, you had like the Bronze Age after the Stone
Bronze and iron.
They're in
yeah.
the fucking forest making spears. We're done, dude. They get pissed off one weekend and they're like, look, dude, we've had it. Y'all are smoking shit up. I'm having problems breathing out here and we're taking over. These monkeys come flying into traffic with their spears, throwing them at the cars.
They living in the jungle. They fine.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, they're marching on us and we're done
trees
for.
are soaking up the carbon dioxide.
What's gonna happen is they're gonna find a reason to get pissed off, and they got a lot of reasons.
I don't think they need a fucking
we
reason.
keep their friends in makeshift like prisons, in zoos, and they're gonna come rescue them.
I just love how when an animal escapes,
Oh yeah,
those zoos go ape shit.
yeah.
The whole fucking city's on lockdown. We
Yeah.
got to find this little spider monkey.
I don't want to even fight a spider monkey. Imagine a spider monkey with an 8-inch butcher knife in its hand. You fucking quick little thing.
But
And what if he knows how to do this, dude? We're done.
But you know, all you got to do is listen, because you're going to hear him from miles away going,
You're gonna hear that blade dragging the ground as he's coming to find you. Oh, dude, I'm hiding in a closet. There's no dogs that could protect us from a spider monkey with an 8-inch blade with a
I don't know.
combat arm.
Have you seen that attack dog my wife has in this house?
Yeah, that thing is done for, dude.
No,
That thing is done
that's
for.
a vicious little shit.
Dude, but they would pick that thing up and use it as like a football.
You know, I got that fat little fuck on a diet, huh?
Yeah, you mentioned that on the last episode because
Yeah.
the vet said you've been overfeeding.
I think she's losing weight, though. She's
that's
slimming
sad.
down a little bit.
We're all trying to gain here, man. You need to tell your wife and the vet, look, dude, this
They don't
thing
listen.
needs to squat.
They don't listen.
That dog squats every day to take a shit. It needs big legs. This beer is very lackluster.
Come on now.
I think what is holding it back from being really good.
It's a brown ale.
Yes. You fucked up when you made the brown ale. But let's pretend we're just grading a brown ale.
Okay.
That pecans aren't very flavorful. Now, I love eating pecans. Like, I will sit there and crack them and eat them. But there's not a lot of flavor to them. So when you're using that as your base for flavor, you ain't going to have much there. That's what this tastes like.
It tastes like a
toasted
pecan.
It really does. And props to them for doing that. But
I don't get much salted or caramel out of it. I get a lot of toasted pecan
yeah.
with the brown ale taste to it.
So if you're obsessed with brown ales and you just so happen to like pecans,
That's the beer for you.
this is the beer for you.
I think they did knock it out with the brown ale. And
I
the toasted
completely
pecan.
agree.
Now the salted caramel, maybe I'm not tasting it. Maybe it's there.
Yeah.
You know how everybody tastes something different.
Correct. It would be nice to have somebody
Yes.
sitting at this table that
No.
liked brown ales, though.
Nah.
Somebody that like, man, I love a good Newcastle, or I love,
Yeah.
these brown ales. And I wonder what they would think like on their brown ale list.
Right.
Because I love IPAs, and we've had some at this table where I was like, this is not very good.
Right.
What if they thought this was like damn good for a brown ale, and you and I just don't know brown ales? I'll tell you this: I know what beers taste good, and this is just okay. I would finish all of these if I bought them,
And you wouldn't buy no more.
and I wouldn't buy no more. It's
Understood.
not bad to where I would be like, nah, let's toss this shit. Or give it to Joe Blow that comes over like that doesn't bring anything. Oh yeah, there's some beer in the fridge. I would drink them.
Yeah, kind of like that redheaded fucker that comes over. I
Oh,
just
he
give
does
him
that
the
to you?
nasty shit. No, I just give him the nasty shit. I ain't wasting no good shit on him.
You
Hey,
ready?
You want to go over the sponsor?
Yeah. I was getting ready to ask you about that.
Right. Today's sponsor brought to you by Pringles Wavy Sharp White Cheddar.
Huh?
You ain't never had these before?
No.
have you? Yeah.
They say new on them.
Yes, they hot off the press. They just sent us over in the box. They're like, look, y'all try these.
I really hope
These
there's
are
some steam that
brand
comes
new.
out.
Yeah, let's see what's happening.
Their
Yeah.
sales are going to go up tremendously from this review.
I guarantee you, they pick up millions and millions of revenue.
I know
off
we
of
have
this.
made a couple of actual sales. I know we have. White cheddar. Oh, done.
I'm gonna tell you what. If you like white cheddar popcorn, You're going to like this because this is white cheddar on a chip.
This is excellent.
This tastes just like the box says.
This is good.
Yes.
Bud,
Yes.
put that out front.
That is one good-ass chip.
That's very good. You want to continue? Oh, no, I think I was going to talk about another animal fight. We can save that for another date. Sum it up, you and I, we don't want to fight no four-armed creatures. Especially with a monkey wrench. All right. The James Webb telescope. That came out last week. A Tuesday. What do you think? Have you seen the pictures?
The furthest pictures they've taken.
With the clarity.
Right.
Yeah. That was, I think, the big deal was that the upgrade in technologies made it a lot more defined.
So they have so many galaxies out there and so many light years away and all this other shit. We don't know how big this shit is.
Infinite.
Right.
Yeah.
And they taking pictures of shit that'll take us.
We'll never get there.
Right. I don't know how many lifetimes it'll take because it's millions of light years away.
Yeah.
And they're able to take a picture of it
Yeah.
and show us and like, here it is.
I was very excited. I posted a picture on my Instagram and I was like, I'm actually excited to see this. Like they released like a teaser. And I think any human likes space. There's something about space, like the moon, you see the stars. It sucks in the city and stuff that like there's so much light pollution you can't see. I think we would be a much humbler society if we could see the stars. I think that's good for the soul. But man, I was very excited when I saw that picture. And I was at lunch and I brought it up on the computer. And I thought it was a joke. It looks like Guardians of the Galaxy, like insane. It's hard to believe that that's out there. Like it really makes you feel small to the ground. Like it just, you see it and you're like, dude, everything we've done collectively as the human race
Is nothing.
Is zero.
Nothing.
It's mind-blowing, though.
Just imagine these fuckers that think the world revolves around them.
Yes.
They have zero clue.
They're one of the best memes I've seen in a long time has been that one like where it shows the Earth like from way away and it has like an arrow pointing at it. This is you crying in the shower.
Yeah.
Like that's how like chill out, dude. Like the world is big. Like the universe is big. And then this comes out and it really puts that into perspective.
This is Earth.
You ain't shit.
Yeah.
And I think it's good as somebody that struggled with a little bit of mental health and stuff. It's sometimes with me, like some people get freaked out. Like you feel like overwhelmed by just how big I loved it. I was just like, oh my God. Like shit really is like, it don't really matter all that much. Perspective. And I mean, they showed some stuff. It looks like clouds. You're like, oh, what the hell is that? And it was talking about how like those are like just
clusters and galaxies.
Well, no, like dark matter type stuff, you know. And they were like, oh, that's just from like stars that have blown up, and you know, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you know how long it takes for a star to like start and then blow up, like billions of years, and there's just a bunch of them blown up everywhere. Yeah, there's no putting anything on that I could describe that. The best thing that I've heard so far is I think Neil deGrasse Tyson said that first like photo that came out, the first release, he said just put a grain of sand on the tip of your finger, hold it out like that.
And that's
the amount of what you're looking at in the universe.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that shit's so damn cool.
But even just getting back to the simple fact, like you said, noise pollution.
I
mean, not light
pollution.
People that live in a city, that's all they ever lived in was a city.
Yeah.
They could go out to the country just on a regular street and look up and see thousands of stars that they've never seen before, just living in the city with. I mean,
Yeah.
something just like Houston right there, with just
You can't see shit
You
out there in
can't.
Houston, yeah.
you can't. And I grew up in the cane fields,
Yeah.
and we saw stars all the time. I mean,
How was that moving from that to here? For stuff like that. Now, I know it's a different life. Like, you came for work and wife and everything. Pull all that aside, just the
light pollution's a little worse here.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, when we went to Arizona, when we went to Sedona, there's 0 street lights.
Man.
Because they don't want light
Yeah.
pollution. The brights on that vehicle I was driving wasn't bright enough because of the streets were so dark.
Wow.
But I tell you what, when you look up in the sky, you're like, fuck.
That's been an argument, I
The
think,
shit
that I heard.
is everywhere.
I heard an argument a long time ago, and they said that one day a month or a week, whatever it is, that the city should just turn out the damn lights. Like all the street, not obviously the red lights and
Right.
green lights, but say like where you're from out here, where I'm from out, there, turn them out one night a month and just let people look up. Because to me, that's like 4th of July now every day. There's nothing that we can pop that looks better than all that.
Right.
So how cool would that be if the city, like they did in Arizona, just said, hey, one night a month, one night a week, no street lights. Go outside. Now, obviously, maybe crime goes up that day, so lock and load. Who knows? But I think most people are gonna be fine. Like, I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
Let's be honest, any big city that we live in.
Well, I don't mean big cities. Like Houston's not gonna be able to shut it all down. You know what I mean? Like that's
No,
just
I'm talking
dangerous,
about
but-
crime ain't going up that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Nah, I mean, you're not gonna have a big
Yeah.
spike. These useless fucks are still doing crime.
But it would be cool, like if some of the cities were just like, hey,
Yeah.
let's just go ahead and turn them out one night, see what happens. I would think that'd be cool because I grew up with city lights in the country, but still there was, we had street lights in the neighborhood. How cool would that be to bring them down and then like, holy shit. Yeah, there was some like clusters of planets and shit that I was like, that's not real. Like I thought it was a joke. I'm like, am I on the right site? And then I went and clicked NASA.gov org blah blah blah. Like, no, that's real. That's the actual pictures. Insane.
So just imagine, the houseboat we had growing up was a 45-minute boat ride through the marsh
Damn.
from the boat landing. And whenever we were at the houseboat, the only lights we had was when the generator was running.
Yeah.
So you could imagine going out there at night and just looking up.
Man, I'd love that. I need to do that again. It's been too long, dude.
I mean, can you imagine being on a rig in the Gulf of Mexico?
Oh, wow, yeah.
You can imagine the shit you see out there?
One thing on my, dude.
You know?
You got to pause on that for a second.
Yeah.
One thing on my bucket list is to see the Aurora? The
Northern Lights?
Yeah. That I haven't seen yet. I'd love to see that. But man,
I believe certain times of the year you could go to the northwest
Yeah, there's
of the
some
United States.
I would
and
love to
see
go
it.
up to like Alaska and really like
I
see it.
I will see it in
Oh,
Alaska.
for
I
sure.
don't know when that's gonna be, but I will see that.
What are you
shit
doing
in
next
Alaska.
weekend, dude? Fuck, I'm bored. Let's go.
I got plans next weekend.
You're like, cancel those. Hey, man, this is important, man. Didn't you see the pictures? Life does not matter as much as you think. I need to cancel these plans and see the Northern Lights. Yeah, but you got any? Jesus, man. We went 28 minutes and we talked about orangutan and stars.
Orangutan, a bad motherfucker.
There's a cool. I like playing a game like where you kill zombies on COD, Call of Duty, and there's one where it's in Russia, and they have there's usually like these dogs that come out of nowhere and like every 5 levels to kind of like mix up that way you don't get bored with the constant swarms of zombies. Well, on the Russian level, the monkeys come down, like these little monkeys come down in little spacecrafts and like blast into the ground and then try and kill you. And that's always cool. So I just made me think of space monkeys.
Talking about video games with the space. So I love Borderlands.
Yeah.
They took the picture of the satellite that they took, and they posted on their Instagram, and they said when you see it, you see it. There's a little bitty claptrap floating in outer space that's barely visible. Like, yeah, when you see it, you see it. So yeah, I thought that was,
I saw one that I think I'm gonna post on our Instagram that was like, after all these billions of years, we finally found him, and there's like a little Waldo in the space. Yeah. Well, let's get back in this beer just a hair, and then we'll end it. I really do. I really wish we had somebody here that really liked brown ales, because both you and I, like, dude, we're avid beer drinkers. I feel pretty confident that I could walk into any bar and know a decent amount of beer compared to most people. But I'm not a brown ale guy. Like, I go for all craft beer. I haven't drank a single Coors Light, Bud Light in almost 2 years or anything. I'm just straight craft beer. I just don't drink brown ales. I don't know what exactly I want to look for. And sometimes maybe that knowledge may make me respect it a little bit more, and maybe it would taste better. But I think it's a little too heavy on the pecan. And I don't want it overly sweet, but I think it needs a little bit of that caramel in there to kind of give it some flavor. It feels like I just ate like
that toasted pecan a little bit.
Yeah, it feels like I just ate a pecan, like a bunch of them, and I didn't have water. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, your mouth is kind of getting dry. That's kind of what that gives me, even though I'm drinking a liquid. But that's what it gives me. That's like an honest to God review on this beer. It's not bad. Like I said, I'll finish the 4-pack. But I don't, you know what I mean? There's just not much there to a brown ale.
Right.
Like, there's nothing fancy to me. Like, the people that like brown ale might really like it. So I want to give them props for that, but it's not gross. I'm not like, shit, you know, like, what'd you get us, bud?
I think they knocked it out the park for what they tried to do and what type of beer it is. It's a little lackluster on the salted caramel for me, but toasted pecan and brown ale, I think they got it right.
Yeah. Have you had a sip out of it in a while? Mm-hmm. Are you done? Yeah, it's warming up, so you get a little bit better flavor out of it. But,
a little more.
Yeah. But that's all I got. We talked about some monkeys.
Hairless monkeys.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Go buy our new shirt. Just going to keep putting that out there. Dude, all they got to do is look south on this little video, and there's a little discount code that nobody's used yet. The first person that uses that is probably going to get something special, I imagine.